Some folks are only comfortable making a handful of the dishes for a barbecue. Well, today we're going to give those classic sides an Asian twist. Corrine Trang is an author, chef, and wellness coach, and she joins me now. Welcome back to the show. It's always nice to have you here.
It's always great to be here.
So we're in the middle of summer, and you know, we always think of hamburgers, hot dogs, but we can spice things up with the sides, can't we?
Absolutely, and the sides are more important to me than anything else because they just, it's so hot outside. You want something that's refreshing.
You don't want to eat a big burger, right?
I don't want to eat a big burger. I could eat a nice rib or whatever, but I like the sides just to cut back on the fat a little bit and just, again, lighten things up a bit. So here I have, 3 different things that I've made up using some of summer's, favorite things like corn, tomatoes. These are Kamado tomatoes. They're a brownish red heirloom tomato.
They taste about the same?
They taste the same.
They do,
okay. And of course, the more ripe, the sweeter it is. Here we have beautiful sprouts. These are pea shoots, actually, baby pea shoots, but you could use clover sprouts, any kind of sprouts. Scallions if you want to, chives, whatever is at the market, whatever inspires you. But the basic idea here, I thought, was, well, why don't we figure out a way with corn that we might not necessarily be used to. We are used to grilling the corn during the summer.
Right,
or
shucking it and then putting it on.
Throwing butter at it and whatever.
And some salt.
So what I've done here is I've used the corn raw, and I've added a little bit of avocado and the Kamado tomato and tossed it with a little bit of an Asian-inspired dressing, soy sauce, lemon juice, and a little bit of oil. You could use olive oil, grapeseed oil, doesn't matter, salt and pepper, and that's it. It's very refreshing. You could throw herbs at this too if you wanted to put mint, for example, or cilantro.
I like
could do that.
Now, if you don't cook the corn, does it change the flavor at all?
Well, not cooking the corn will retain this beautiful, crisp, juicy texture. Once you cook the corn, the kernels tend to be a little chewier, and maybe it doesn't retain the texture at all.
Okay.
It's different. I happen to like corn raw.
All right, I'm gonna have to give it a shot.
You should. You should.
Take your word for it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's wonderful, and plus it retains its sweetness a lot, better too. Nothing is lost in the water or
I see.
on the
That
grill.
makes sense. Yeah.
So, and it retains the vitamins, of course. So here we have another favorite during the summer, coleslaw. This is an Asian-inspired.
But no mayo, so it's much healthier for us, isn't it?
Much healthier. Again, because you've got the meats already on the grill. Why add to that?
Sure.
So we're going to lighten the load again by using a fish sauce-based dressing. So I've used lime juice, fish sauce, a little bit of local honey, because I love local honey. I've used the dark honey here, and just a little bit of Thai chilies. I've used some pepper here just to add color to the cabbage. Okay. Otherwise, it's just shredded cabbage, right? And a little bit of cilantro. Again, if you don't like cilantro, I know some people have issues with cilantro, so mint would be a good idea. Basil, Thai basil, preferably, but something that's Asian. Or, any kind of herb you'd like. But an herb is always, again, a nice way to refresh the palate also. So this is Asian-style coleslaw.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too difficult to
it doesn't. It's really, just a handful of ingredients, really. So instead of mayo, you've got the fish sauce. Do you know what I mean?
I see.
You're replacing one ingredient with another. Okay, so fish sauce, lime juice, a little bit of honey, or agave nectar, or sugar if you want. I prefer to use local honey or agave nectar, and just, citrus juice, and that's it.
Does it taste fishy with the fish sauce, or not so much?
Not so much. It all gets balanced out with the sugar, from the local honey, from the honey. So it's, it's that yin and yang thing of balanced opposites.
I see. Very well.
And every time you put together ingredients, they tend to change characteristics too. So something that might be really salty, you add something sweet to it, and all of a sudden it becomes, mellow. So it changes character. Okay?
Chemistry to it, I suppose.
That's right. So here we have a bean dip. Now we love hummus, which is a garbanzo bean dip. We like all sorts of bean dips, and you could put them, spread them on bread, add the burger to it, or whatever it is that you're grilling, on the barbecue, or simply add vegetables on the side and use it as a dip for the vegetables. But here I've used pinto beans.
See, I wouldn't have thought to mix that into a dip.
Oh yeah, pinto beans, you cook them, you reserve some of the cooking liquid, throw them in the blender. I've put in a little bit of coconut milk.
Okay.
And a little bit of red Thai curry paste.
And that gives it sweetness or
it gives it sweetness,
flavor?
Spices, it's curry paste has about 20 ingredients in it. So you have herbs like lemongrass, galangal, kaffir lime leaves, basil, garlic, all the wonderful flavors that we like, complex flavors, yet it's very simple because basically I've bought the curry paste, the red curry paste, and just threw in a bit, a teaspoon.
Can I give it a little taste here?
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
So we have a little less than a minute left. What else is on the horizon for you? Any exciting plans?
Well, I'm currently working on another cookbook right now for the American Diabetes Association, so I'm really happy about that. And yeah, working on just, writing a great deal, looking at different projects.
Great.
So,
well, it's been fantastic to have you here. Some great,
healthy
summer sides. Yeah. And if you want the recipe, just go to our website, WTNH.com. And don't go away, there's a lot more Connecticut Style coming up after the break.